If I were to die murdered in cold blood tomorrow, would you feel sorrow or show love, or would it matter? Can never be the lead off. Better of things, shit for me to feed off. I'm seesaw battling, but there's way too much at stake for me to be fake. There's too much on my plate and I came way too far in this game to turn and walk away and not say what I got to say. What the fuck you take me for? A joke? You smoking crack? Before I do that, I get up before I get down. I'll run myself in the ground before I put some whack shit out. I'm trying to smack this one out the park. 5,000 mark. You all steady trying to drown. The shark ain't going to do nothing but piss me off. That leads to the kind of whoop ass. Just twist me off, see me leave out, pull the piece out. Fuck shooting, I'm just trying to knock his teeth out. Fuck with me now, bitch. Let's see you freestyle. Talk is cheap, motherfucker. If you're really feeling froggish, leave yo slim. You're going to let him get away with that. He tried to play you. You can't let him escape with that, man. I hate this crap. This ain't rap. This is crazy the way we act when we confuse hip hop with real life. When the music stops, I can give a fuck less about this life to success. I look at the whole picture just to say fuck this, and if you don't like it then you can just suck this. When I bust it out, pull it out and smack you across the face for that shit that be coming out your mouth. You keep talking that shit, bitch. Just remember that I won't forget where you live when I do a drive-by on it. I said it's all about that respect, and right now I just don't give a shit. I'll be aiming for whatever, like fuck what I hit. I'll blast them all just to get that one shot. So what do you say to somebody you hate or anyone trying to bring trouble your way? Wanna resolve things in a bloodier way? Just study your tape of NWA. One day I was walking by with a Walkman on when I caught a guy giving me an awkward eye. What you looking at? And strangled him off in the parking lot. I don't give a fuck if it's dark or not. I'm harder than me trying to park a Dodge, but I'm drunk as fuck right next to a humongous truck in a 2-car garage, hopping out with 2 broken legs trying to walk it off. Fuck you too, bitch. Call the cops. All I need is that 1 box of gumdrops to bribe them dumb cops from all the gunshots, cause when that gun drops is when all that fun stops. Everybody halts and stops and calls the cops. All they see is bitches out running in their halter tops. You all will get shot whether it's your fault or not. I run blocks just to catch up to that 1 fox in the back of the parking lots, selling rocks like a bitch would be sucking cocks. I be out surviving shots, outrunning the cops, reloading the Glocks till one of us drops, praying for the day that it stops, never knowing when it will. So I pray for my moms and pops. My 2 Glocks with 7 shots, outrunning 3 blocks with 2 cops and unlimited roadblocks behind me. Only one walks in the shade where the sun blocks. I can barely walk the city streets without a cop harassing me, searching me, then asking my identity. Hands up, throw me up against the wall. I didn't do a thing at all. I'm telling you, one day these motherfuckers are going to fall cuffed up, throw me on the concrete. Cops try to kill me, but they didn't know this was the wrong street. Bang bang down, another casualty, but it's a cop who's shot. There's brutality. Who do you blame? It's a shame because the man's slain. He got caught in the chains of his own game. How can I feel guilty after all the things they did to me? Sweated me, hunted me, trapped in my own community. One day I'm going to bust, blow up on this society. Why did you lie to me? I couldn't find a trace of equality. Worked me like a slave while they laid back. Homie, don't play that. It's time I let them suffer the payback. I'm trying to avoid physical contact. I can't hold back. It's time to attack Jack. They got me trapped, now I'm trapped and want to find a getaway. All I need is a G and somewhere safe to stay. Can't use the phone cause I'm sure someone is tapping and they've done it before, so I sense someone's tapping into my phones. Why do I got this feeling in my bones? I might die soon. The FBI might be trying to pull my file soon. I might be walking blindfold into a typhoon. I might be seeing rockets light up the night sky right outside of the window of my living room, and if they do you can say goodnight and bye-bye to them iTunes. If I don't try to record as much before I do, the plan is to have as many in the can as I can. As I stand before you in this booth, a walking dead man, blank stare, deadpan look as my face as I gaze into space, as I wait to be scooped up in that van, mysteriously disappear into thin air, and they going to say a sniper just appeared out of nowhere, and I'll go down in the history as the blood-sucking leech who hid behind the freedom of speech, tried to take the 5th Amendment, use it, twisted and bended, and ended up dying to fill out in the hero splinters. The business way to end this. I can feel the tremors tremendous in remembrance of September 11th, flashback to September 7th. When Tupac was murdered in Vegas, he said that he predicted his own death. Let us never forget it, or should we ever live to regret it? Like the day John F. Kennedy was assassinated in broad day by a crazed lunatic with a gun who just happened to work on the same block in a library book depository where the president would go for a little Friday stroll. Shots fired from the grassy knoll, but they don't know, or do they? Who's they for them to say? We're all going crazy and it's spooky. This is about as kooky as I've ever felt now. Countdown to nuclear meltdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can run, you can do what you want to, but you know you ain't going to do nothing when it's time. It's your time. You are the prime target. You have become public enemy number 1. I ain't scared to use my gat again. I look back at hindsight, the fight was irrelevant, but now he's the devil's friend. Too late to be telling him he shot first, and I'll be damned if I run away. Homie is done anyway. I should have put my gun away. I wasn't thinking. All I heard was the ridicule. Girls were laughing, saying, damn, that homie is dissing you. I fired my weapon. I started stepping in the hurricane. I got shot, so I dropped, feeling a burst of pain. Got to my feet. I couldn't see nothing but bloody blood. Now I'm a fugitive to be hunted like a murderer. Ran through an alley still looking for my getaway. The cop said freeze or you'll be dead today. Trapped in a corner dark and I couldn't see the light. Thoughts in my mind was the 9 and a better life. What do I do? Live my life in a prison cell? I'd rather die than be trapped in a living hell. They got me trapped. Crack done took a part of my family tree. My mom is on the shit. My daddy's splitting. Mom is steady blaming me. Is it my fault just cause I'm a young black male? Cops sweat me as if my destiny is making crack sales. Only 15 and got problems. Cops on my tail, so I bail till I dodge and they finally pull me over and laugh. A couple of cocktails will send me to jail. There's a couple of cops hot on my trail, but this time when I get pulled over there's a Doberman pincher and a pit bull in the seat. These pigs will get bit fooling with me. Quit fooling with me, bitch. You're going to see no pistol in the seat. Why does it always got to be an issue when you're me? And which you're going to see in the long run. I'm going to be the wrong one you want to harass with this limo tinted glass flashing that flashlight on my ass. Where was you at last night when the massholes ran up on my grass? Rapper slash actor kiss the crack on my cracker slash das. They took away my right to bear arms. What I'm supposed to fight with bare palms? Yeah right, they coming with bombs. I'm coming with flare guns. We as Americans remember Rodney King, and I blast on his punk ass. Now I got a murder case. You speak of heaven punk. I never heard of the place. Wanted to come up fast. Got a UZ in a black mask ducking fucking task. Now who's the jackass? Keep my shit cocked cause the cops got a Glock too. What the fuck would you do? Drop them or let him drop you. I chose dropping the cop. I got me a Glock and a Glock for the niggas on my block. Mama tried to stab me. I moved out, sold a pound of weed, made G's, bought a new house. I'm only 17. I'm the new kid. Got me a crew, bought him jewels and a UZ. Thick but all good things don't last. Task came fast and busted my black ass cooling off in the big pen where no good came from it. Now my little brother wants to follow in my footsteps. A soldier, I don't give a fuck. They done push me to the limit. I'm all in. I might blow up any minute. Did it again. Now I'm in the back of the paddy wagon while this cop's bragging about the nigga he's jacking. I see no justice. All I see is niggas dying fast. The sound of a gun blast. Then watch the hearse pass. Just another day in the life of AG. Got to step lightly cause cops tried to snipe me to catch. They don't wanna stop at the brother man, but then they'll have an accident and pick up another man. I went to the bank to cash my check. I get more respect from the motherfucking dope man. The Grammys and the American music shows pimp us like hoes. They got dough but they hate us, so you better keep your mind on the real shit and fuck trying to get with these crooked ass hypocrites. The way they see it, we was meant to be keep down. Just can't understand why we getting respect now. Mama told me there would be days like this, but I'm pissed cause it stays like this, and now they trying to send me off to Kuwait. Give me a break. How much shit can a nigga take? I ain't going nowhere. Know how what you want to throw down. Better bring your guns, pal, cause this is the day we make 'em pay. Fuck bailing, hate I bail and spray with my AK, and even if they shoot me down there will be another nigga bigger from the motherfucking underground. So step, but you better step quick. The clock's going tick and I'm sick of the bullshit. I heard a rumor I died, murdered in cold blood. Dramatized pictures of me in my final stage, but that was fiction. Some cowards got the story twisted, thinking like I no longer existed and I somehow mysteriously came up missing. It's like I'm barely breathing but I'm still putting a bullet in motherfuckers just giving me a reason. You see me, you better hope that I'm intoxicated or slightly faded, cause now you know that I'm aware that you tried to play me. Now this life I lead got cowards running, too scared to fight AG for the life of me. I cannot see how motherfuckers picture living life going to war. I'm breaking them off on sight, stopping lives like red lights. Watch M pause as I pull my strap out and get to blazing on motherfuckers talking shit like the last outlaws. Rich Tupac in the clique, smoking blunts, loading clips with enough shit to raise your block in one dip. We bring on horror like tales from the crypt, and the tales that I kick I'm fully automatic, full of static and shit. Got a Dodge van, 50 rounds in the clip. I'm riding shotgun with a tint in the back. The plan is to have a motherfucker in mint in this rap. I'm from the valley where selling narcotics is all I know, and I got it like I got to keep the flow. Speed, weed, whatever you need, whatever the kind, and if you need to know, motherfucker, you really ain't hard to find. Just come along and creep with me as we take a little trip down memory lane. Nobody knows me with this pistol in my hand. This cruel world can do without me. How can I survive when I found my buddy hanging dead from a rope? 16 on death row. I know it's hard to do these things alone. I walk on water but I ain't no Jesus. I walk on water but only when it freezes. Why are your expectations so high? Is it the bar I set or my arms I stretch that I can't reach? A far cry from it, or it's in my grasp, but as soon as I grab it and squeeze I lose my grip like the flying trapeze. Into the dark I plummet. Now the sky's blackening. I know the mark's high. Butterflies rip apart my stomach knowing that no matter what bars I come with you're going to harp gripe, and that's a hard Vicodin to swallow, so I scrap these as the pressure increases like khakis. I feel the ice crack because it's the curse of the standard. That the first LP of the Mathers disc set, always in search of the verse that I haven't spit yet. Well, this step is just to be another misstep to tarnish whatever the legacy, love or respect that I've conquered. The rhyme has to be perfect, the delivery flawless, and it always feels like I'm hitting the mark till I go sit in the car to listen to it and pick it apart like this shit is garbage. God's given me all this and still I feel no different. Regardless, these kids look to me as a god. This is retarded. If only they knew it's a facade and it's exhaustive, and I try not to listen to nonsense, but if you bitches are trying to strip me of my confidence, mission accomplished. I'm not God sent. Nas, Rakim, Cat Big, James Todd Smith, and I'm not Prince, so I'm only human, just like you, making my mistakes. Oh, if you only knew, I don't think you should believe in me the way that you do, cause I'm terrified to let you down. Oh, it's true, I'm a Rubik's, a beautiful mess at times, juvenile. Yes, I goof and I just a flawed human. I guess I'm doing my best to not ruin your expectations and meet them, but first we speed them. First, look, I was going to go easy on you not to hurt your feelings, but I'm only going to get this one chance, so this is just a feeling I've got like something's about to happen, but I don't know what, and if that means what I think it means, we're in trouble, big trouble, and if he is as the man he says he is, then I'm not taking any chances. You are just what the doctor ordered. Cause everybody wants the key and the secret to rap immortality like I have got. Well, to be truthful, the blueprint's simply a rage and youthful exuberance. Everybody loves to root for a nuisance. Hit the earth like an asteroid, did nothing but shoot for the moon. Since being broke is a poor excuse, that shit only gives you more fuel. Show them why you're you so close to God. It's like I almost got it, but close only counts in time bombs and horseshoes, so I uni-bomb shit. Tick tick tick, no remorse, screw it. I'm lit in that attitude I blew up on quick. That's why they call me a firecracker. I grew up on wick with a short fuse. I got some important news to report to anyone who thought I was done. No, bitch, not quite. The spotlight's back on. I got my faith, where's yours? To raise hell from hell he came, but didn't come to bore you with the Cinderella story, nor did he come to do the same. He can't afford to be a label in this day and age, and at this stage of the game, mediocrity can no longer be allowed to fly. So say bye to the old me, say hello to the new case of rock, consider it his last hurrah. I bet while I was away, you know, probably some of you got to thinking your top 10 ain't ya. Stop, cause you fuckers are talking crazy, and stop interrupting. You're not even up in the conversation, whether you're Tupac or famous underground, Scott or nameless. Whatever your job is, you came to fuck with your occupation. You're thinking just cause you came in with scrubs and you brought the scalpel and sponge, the oxygen tank and the suction, and shot the brain surgeon stuck in the operating room. Once you done, swap your name with him, smuggled in Ronald Reagan. If you fuck him up, Donald Hagen, while juggling waffles, baking fucking McDonald's, egg and cheese, sausage, bagel, finagle. They flung it across the table, then bump it and knock it, shake it, jumped and got in the way, then disrupted my concentration. You said fuck it and lost your patience since they all woke up from sedation. Ain't none of you Scott Mason. Then what does it got you thinking that you can fuck with this operation? Aftermath, still running hip hop amazing. I'm still plugging along. No need for your assumptions. They feed me the fuel that I need for the fire to burn, and it's burning. I have returned. I love pissing you off. It gets me off like my lawyers when the fucking judge lets me off. All you motherfuckers got to do is set me off. I'll violate and all the motherfucking bets be off. I'm a lit fuse. Anything I do, bitch, it's news. Pistol whipping motherfucking bouncers. 6'2", who needs bullets? Soon as I pull it, you sweat bullets. An excellent method to get rid of the next bully. It's actually better cause instead you murdering. You can hurt him and come back again and kick dirt at him. It's like pouring salt in the wounds. Assault and get sued. You can smell the lawsuits soon as I walk in the room. Everybody halts and stops, calls the cops. All you see is bitches coming out their halter tops, running and ducking out the Hard Rocks parking lot. You all get shot whether it's your fault or not. Everybody halts and stops, calls the cops. All you see is bitches coming out their halter tops, running and ducking out the Hard Rocks parking lot. You'll all get shot whether it's your fault or not. I never was a thug, just infatuated with guns. I never was a gangsta till I graduated to one and got the rep of a villain for weapon concealing. Took the image of a thug, kept shit appealing, willing to stick out my neck for respect if it meant life or death. Never lived to regret what I said. When you're me, people just want to see if it's true, if it's you, what you say in your raps, what you do so they feel as part of your obligation to fulfill. When they see you on the streets, face to face, are you for real? In confrontation ain't no conversation. If you feel you're in violation, any hesitation'll get you killed. If you feel it, kill it. If you conceal it, reveal it. Being reasonable will leave you full of bullets. Pull it, squeeze it till it's empty. Tempt me, push me, pussies. I need a good reason to give this trigger a good squeeze. I'll be up and out this hood, up and out this game, keeping it all good dog. Just never keeping it the same, cause it's just not the same when you're in my game and not knowing my name. To what all I came for, this is some of that. Flip top to the money making hustling schemes, plotting to the story of big dreams, to someday make it to become big things, to leave up and out this bitch cause living in the city now ain't that about a bitch getting caught up with a felony or a possession of a bitch. Got's my dog Caspa, the one and only, yellin' man motherfuck that bitch. I got this upper class city, having this happening, then you attack Emin3m cause I rap this way. You just ain't zany enough to rock with shady. My noodle is cockadoodle, my clock's cuckoo, I got screws loose, yeah, the whole kid and caboodle. I'm just brutal, it's no rumor, I'm numero uno, assume if there's no humor in it no more. There was a time I had the world by the balls, eating out my palm every album song I was spazzing the fuck out on, and now I'm getting clowned and frowned on, but the only one who's looking down on me that matters now's gone. So am I lucky to be around this long? Begs the question though, especially after the methadone as yesterday fades and the Dresden home is burnt to the ground and all that's left of my house is the lawn and the crowds are gone and it's time to wash out the blonde while my sales decline and the curtains drawn. They're closing the set, I'm still poking my head from out behind, and everyone who has doubt has now been reminded. So now take your best rhymes, I'll do it, now do it 1,000 times and let them tell you the world no longer cares or gives a fuck about your rhymes. And as I grow out of sight, out of mind, I might go out of mind, cause how do I ever let this mic go without a fight when I made a fucking tightrope out of twine? But when I do fall from these heights though, I'll be fine, I won't pout or cry or spiral down or whine, but I'll decide if it's my final rhyme this time around, cause I'm only human, just like you. I've been making my mistakes, and if you only knew, I don't think you should believe in me the way that you do, cause I'm terrified to let you down. Oh, if I walked on water, I would drown, cause I'm just a man, but as long as I got a mic, I'm godlike. So me and you are not alike, bitch. I wrote Stan, and I started from the bottom like a snowman, ground up like round chuck, and still put hands on you. Staying wound up is how I spend time, suffer free, confidence high with such a breeze. When I pin rhymes, I just got the air about me like wind chimes. Another day in the life used to have to scrap to get by. Now my community is gated and I made it, and my neighbors say hi, I'm giving them pounds. I'm upscale now, guess it means I'm way in the sky, but I still remember the days of minimum wage for general labor. Welfare recipients is a minor look at how government assistance has made you adversity. If you don't succeed, put your temper to more use. Thugged out in baby blue, coming up to me like, bitch, now who the fuck is you? Now you see what me and my crew got to do to you. When you leave me no choice but to blast you. You said it was going to be the last feud, the last time, the last crime, that last shine of your life when I took it. Now can't you just look at your little homie lying dead over there? Nothing to bear, nothing to lose, nothing to hide. Now don't you see that I just don't care? I never had shit to lose it. I never wanted to pick sides to choose it. Never can and never will. I told you not to mess with me. The future is in my eyes. I'm going back to Cali, going back, hanging out the sunroof, saying I got to go back to Cali to live and die in LA, cause 5 shots made him say, how do you want it a different world? You can't see me but I still rise the ghetto gospel, cause I get around to live and die in LA for the California love. Hey, kings never die. How do you want it a different world? I can make it all about you two kings from another world and hit him up for a gangsta party until the end of time. All eyes on me cause I'm back reincarnated, incarcerated at the time I contemplate the way that God made it. Lace M with lyrics that's legendary. I died and came back, now I hustle with these lyrics as if it's a game of crack. Thugging is in my spirit. I'm lost and not knowing, scarred up but still flowing, energized and still going. I'm passing you. Music is my time machine. If you don't got this, then you're going to need to get this. I'll take you out and leave no witness, so just don't get on my shit list. My life will make you want to run away, but there's no place to run and hide. All the confusion, it's like an illusion. It's probably cause the shrooms I'm on and you think you started hallucinating, cause my songs can make you cry, take you by surprise, and at the same time make you dry your eyes with the same rhyme, cause what you're seeing is a genius at work, which to me isn't work. It's easy to misinterpret it at first, but I'd be goddamned if another rapper gets to dissing me on a track. I'll hit the past and I split every rap as if it's my last. You can die in the blink of an eye. Bat your eyelashes and keep winking and blowing kisses. You're flirting with death. I'm destroying your livelihood. I ain't just hurting your rep. Sit back homie, relax. In fact, grab a 6-pack, kick back while I kick facts. Tell Dre, sick track, perfect way to get back. Wanna hear something with whack? If I have half a chance, I'll grab it. Tell that rabbit to run. We know you're rocking every rock, rocking every stage, and I'm awfully underrated, but came here to correct it so it ain't mistaken. I'm going to say that for the record, I am the opposite of whack, opposite of weak, opposite of slack. I got lots of heat, a closest to a peak, far from a punk. You oughta stop talking to me and start trying to catch up, motherfucker. Now you get it or you don't, cause I got it and you thought you had it, but you don't. When Emin3m got beef, we let the whole world know it. If you got beef, let the whole world know it, and let's take it to the streets and let the whole world know it. It's the chance for your big career. Don't blow it, cause my homie's on this side now, and no, I ain't finished talking about it till ya know you're finished. When I just diminished your whole rap and I have returned. My name is Slim. Please send me a doctor. I need a doctor to bring me back to life. As I lay on the table, they operating to save me. It's like an angel came to you, sent from the heavens above, saying they think that they're crazy, but they ain't crazy. Shit, let's face it, basically living this life as a rap star. You ain't nothing without a heart. They just playing sick, but nowadays who ain't saying shit? Spray 'em 50 at the decay. Get in the way, I'll bring Dre and them with me and turn this day into mayhem. You staying with me, don't let me lose you. I'm not trying to confuse you. When I let loose with this Uzi and just shoot through your Isuzu, you get the message. Am I getting through to you? You know what's coming, you don't even know, do you? I'm going to do it just for proof. I know that it feels like this is all just a bad dream. Today the truth is you all are still there and I ain't. You know what, man, you gotta move on. Don't ever give up the dream, dog. I got love for you all. It's true, we brought people together who never would have been in the same room if it wasn't for working together as a team. That's why the doctor put the pacemaker in me. Hey, like I said, I'll be back, scarred up, re-energized and still going. You guys all called me the peacemaker. Look, I'm still flowing. I know when me and M got together to do this music. The more we became an artist, we just developed a friendship through it. Enemies, relax, smoke yourself some chronic and light it up. You know I'm about to blow up. If you don't got this, then you're going to need to get this. When I take this rhyme just to flip this, you know the two of us in the same place at the same time, you know this is blowing up. I had prayed to God and made a wish and then asked the doctor how I could repay him with this second chance at life I was given. You could hear him saying, Father, I'm running out of time. Please send me a doctor. I need a doctor to bring me back to life. But hey, you knowing what? I don't know if they know it or what. Who's holding me up, slowing me down, and I do this for what you acting. It's not easy to Derek right to homie dog. It's like NWA ain't changed. If it wasn't for this, then who's playing the game? You know what they say, don't be the hater, be a player to the game. It ain't for him, it's just media. See to them, it's just images. This is no gimmicks, this is blood in and blood out. When there's beef, you just gotta know when to jump in and jump out. If there's a problem, we solve it. If we don't resolve it, it usually just evolves into one big brawl and we all get involved in it. We should all get a merit. This much beef we inherit and wear it like a badge of honor. Pass it around and share it and let it go to whoever's holding the most current people on their shoulders, and their soldiers got their backs till it's over. It's like I'm too shady to be back in that game. You know I hated confrontation, I truly hated the feuding, but you were down for yours whenever it came to scrapping. If it had to happen, it had to happen. Believe me, I know back from fixing cars to painting. Whenever I stepped in the booth to getting arrested, sitting across from each other in cells laughing. Is this my life? Then I asked, why am I so differently wired? Am I this Martian? What kind of twisted experiment am I involved in? I'm hearing voices all around me saying, welcome back to the land of the living, my friend. You have slept for quite some time. I repay him with this second chance at life I was given. This is where his whole life takes a dramatic turn and starts to go downhill slow. As he keeps to himself locked away in his bedroom, he tells his parents he is trying to get the two sides of the story, as Tupac is on one side and Biggie is on the other. I don't speak, I float in the air wrapped in a sheet. I'm not a real person, I'm a ghost trapped in my room. Yo, then they asked me if I wanna go with them. I said no, I got to go to school, and he said that ain't no problem. My homie, come on. I said no, I don't really want to go, and you can tell, but he said that he was going to take me anyways, then grabbed me and pulled me into his ride as I yelled, what the hell? He said, come on, get on in the ride and let me take you to the other side. I see you don't really wanna go. I can tell, I'm going to take you anyways. What the hell? I said, inhale, exhale. I heard that your clientele is doing real well. My homie, you know you need to calm down before county run up in your house, but you don't want to hear that though. Your good days have come and gone. I tried to tell you. Now what's your name? Tell me what's your claim to fame. You really trying to be living large like your last name was Kennedy? The first tried to tell you, little man. Now how old are you and what you doing skipping school? I see you running with your little crew out here fighting over red and blue. Now you want to claim gangs. Even heard that you bought a 9 milli man, and that ain't it. You started out with chronic on the brain. Now you're smoking amphetamines. I ain't trying to sell your dreams. I'm just trying to show you that there is other ways to getting cream. Take it from me. Just go to school, make something of your young life and watch it blow up. You ain't gotta stop being cool. You ain't even gotta stop flossing fancy jewels and fast cars. Just keep it real with your game, son. Don't forget where you came from. I told you to fight to say what you want to say. The doctor told me I got heart failure. My heart was failing me, but he put the E in me. From me back to the T on 9/11, they called for me and I was on demand. When the president was on pay-per-view, 9/11, it's an emergency. Cowards tried to murder me. I'm back hanging out the sunroof saying this is to live and die in Cali. Forget going back to Cali, to live and die in LA. When I'm hanging out the sunroof saying, and God shall send his one begotten son to lead the wild into the waves of a man. I told you to fight to say what you want to say. Like I got a laptop in my back pocket. My pen'll go off when I have talk cause he is still in office. Now look, we got a buzz spreading faster than making paper airplanes out of a 20. Forget the money. I don't rap for dead presidents. Did nothing but shoot for the moon. No one is specialer. My skill is intergalactical. I get cynical, act a fool, then I send a crew back to school. Since MCs get taken to school with this music cause I use it as a vehicle to bust a rhyme. Now I lead a new school full of students. Me, I'm a product of Rakim, Lakem Shabazz, Tupac, NWA, Cube, K, Doc, Ren, Yella, Easy, thank you. They got slim inspired enough to one day grow up, blow up, and be in a position to meet Run DMC and induct them into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm going back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali cause they must have forgot this is a rap. I'll survive everything you got in that chamber, man. I know sometimes these thoughts can be harsh and cold as ice to me. They're just ink blots. I just fling them like slingshots and so precise, so you might want to think it over twice when you retards can roll the dice, but beef will at least cost you your career cause even my cheap shots are overpriced, but this middle finger's free as a bird. New warhead Ed birth. You just forehead Ed on earth, too short for a verse. Studied his formula, learned how to incorporate a curse pointed towards corporate America, stick a fork in it and turn cause 4-letter words are more better. Heard the world force fed a turd to me. You're getting yours, but sometimes I overdo it, but I just get so into it. I was there consoling you when no one knew it. When your situation showed no improvement, I was that door. You walked over to it. I'm the light at the end of the tunnel, so people are always looking at me as they're going through it. When that tunnel vision is unclear, shit becomes too much to bear. Since cleaning out my closet when I was having trouble with the snare, I'm that unrealistic prayer answered, and I'm going to get you jacked up like you're trying to fix a flat. When you struggle with the spare, that double-fisted bear knuckles coupled with this pair of nuts I'm cupping, I am your fucking switch. Nothing can compare. If you started from the bottom like a snowman, oh man, put that in your corncob pipe and smoke that, but my battery's low. I'm going to need a booster in my pack. I know I always got proof on my back. I called you a groupie cause I knew for a fact my insulin homie. I'm calling on you cause I think I'm slowly starting to lose faith in it, so give me that inkling and motivation to go insane with the flow. Fake fans with the two-face that show let heartbeats loop produce hate in my soul, laying vocals 2 days in a row. True statement. Hate to go down this road, but there's only one route to cross this bridge, so I walk in this bitch with loose chains cause all my dues paid, but this booth is taking its toll. But it's never too late to start a new beginning. That goes for you too, so what the fuck you going to do? Use the tools you're given, or are you going to use the cards you were dealt as an excuse for you to not do shit with them? I used to play the loser victim till I saw the way proof was driven. I found my vehicle and I haven't ran out of gas yet, and when they stack decks, turn handicaps into assets, fanny packs, hourglasses. If time was still on my side, I'd still have none to waste, man. In my younger days, that dream was so much fun to chase. It's like I run in place while this shit dangled in front of my face, but how do you keep up the pace and the hunger pains once you've won the race? When that pool of exhaust is cooling off cause you don't got nothing left to prove it all, cause you done already hit them with a coup de grace. Still you feel the need to go through and deal with that Bruce Willis, that blue still, that truth still. When that wheel's loose, I won't lose. Will you still believe? If not, just come along with me and creep with me, bitch. This is me, so that's got to be you, who I made on TV. What you hear on CD, what appears easy, but don't get to be thinking that you can diss me for no reason and I'll let you off that easy cause homie, say what you say on that song. I'll turn around, jump time and take your whole CD and make it look so easy like taking candy from a little baby, but nobody puts baby in the corner. I'm only trying to warn you, that baby gets mad, he will fucking flip on you, so now you can go call you a doctor yelling I need a doctor, bitch. Who do you think sent you the doctor? It wasn't that easy to the E to Derek, right? Emin3m. When I get thrown in the booth, you know I'm flipping me off, looking in the mirror saying right back at him when I show you this whole other side I wanted to not show you. You know you're not dealing with some fucking marshmallow little soft yellow punk pussy whose heart's failing. I'd be goddamned if you nailing any nails in this coffin when I'm healing myself. I bet you didn't see that one coming, did you? Big said it increase the complication. I ain't the one when a Uzi weighs a motherfucking ton and you just a student of the game that taught me. We know you're rocking every stage and I'm awfully underrated but came here to correct it so it ain't mistaken. I'm going to say that for the record I am the opposite of whack, opposite of weak, opposite of slack. I got lots of heat, a closest to a peak, far from a punk. You oughta stop talking to me and start trying to catch up, motherfucker. Now you get it or you don't, cause I got it and you thought you had it but you don't. When Emin3m got beef, we let the whole world know it. If you got beef, let the whole world know it and let's take it to the streets and let the whole world know it. It's the chance for your big career, don't blow it. My homies on this side now and no I ain't finished talking about it till you know you're finished. When I just diminished your whole rap and I have returned, I take each individual degenerate's head, reach into it just to see if he's influenced by me, if he listens to music, if he feeds into this shit. He's an innocent victim and becomes a puppet on the string of my tennis shoe. My name is Slim, I told you I can be shady, don't take it personal. I'll probably be the first one to send myself back in time to beat my own ass and make myself feel this freestyle flow just like I can make you do this. And when you do, just tell them you knew this and give them the bird and flip them off saying if you don't like this then you can light it up, cause I was high when I wrote this. I wanted the fame, but not the cover of Newsweek. Oh, well, guess beggars can't be choosy. Wanted to receive attention for my music, wanted to be left alone in public, and as I sit back with this pack of zigzags and this bag of this weed, it gives me the shit needed to be the most meanest MC on this earth. And since birth I've been cursed with this curse to just curse and just blurt this berserk and bizarre shit that works and it sells and it helps in itself to relieve all this tension, dispensing these sentences, getting this stress that's been eating me recently off of this chest, and I rest again peacefully, but at least have the decency in you to leave me alone. When you're freaking me out in the streets when I'm eating or feeding my daughter, do not come and speak to me. I don't know you and no, I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. I'm not Mr. NSYNC, I'm not what your friends think. I'm not Mr. Friendly, I can be a prick if you tempt me. My tank is on empty, no patience is in me, and if you offend me I'm lifting you 10 feet in the air. I don't care who was there and who saw me, just you can go call you a lawyer, file you a lawsuit, I'll smile in the courtroom and buy you a wardrobe. I'm tired of all you, I don't mean to be mean, but that's all I can be, it's just me. Excuse me for wanting my cake and wanting to eat it too and wanting it both ways. Fame made me a balloon cause my ego inflated when I blew C, but it was confusing cause all I wanted to do is be the Bruce Lee of loose leaf abusing, used it as a tool when I blew steam and hit the lottery. Oh wee, but with what I gave up to get it was bittersweet. It was like winning a used mink, ironic cause I think I'm getting so huge I need a shrink. I'm beginning to lose sleep, one sheep, two sheep going cuckoo, and kooky is cool Keith, but I'm actually weirder than you think cause I ain't much of a poet, but I know somebody once told you to seize the moment and don't squander it cause you never know when it all could be over tomorrow, so I keep conquering. Sometimes you wonder where these thoughts spawn from and pondering, well do you wonders, no wonder you're losing your mind the way it wanders. Yoda loda lahi, who I think it went wandering off down yonder and stumbled onto you in Vancouver cause I need an interventionist to intervene between me and this monster and save me from myself and all this conflict cause the very thing that I love's killing me and I can't conquer it. My OCD's conking me in the head, keep knocking, nobody's home, I'm sleepwalking, I'm just relaying what the voice in my head's saying, don't shoot the messenger, I'm just friends with the monster that's got me beginning to feel like I just want to rap dog. So hey, this is a shout out to rap god, all my people from the front to the back nod now, who thinks their arms are long enough to slapbox, he said I rap like a robot so call me rap bot, but for me to rap like a computer must be in my genes. He has a laptop in his back pocket, my pen'll go off when I half cock it. He got a fat knot from that rap prophet, made a living and a killing off it ever since 2001 when the doctor introduced me on the chronic and I was still in office saying yay I smoked before but I didn't inhale. I'm an MC still as honest but as rude and as indecent as all hell syllables. Skillaholic, kill them all with this flippity dippity hippity hip hop. You don't really want to get into a pissing match with this rapidly rap packing a mac in the back of the yak backpack rap crap yap yakety yakkin. At the exact same time I attempt these lyrical acrobat stunts while I'm practicing that I'll still be able to break a motherfucking table over the back of a couple of rappers and crack it in half. Only realized it was ironic I was signed to Aftermath after the fact. How could I not flow? All I do is drop F-bombs, feel my wrath of attack. Rappers are having a rough time period. Here's a maxi pad, it's actually disastrously bad for the whack while I'm masterfully constructing this masterpiece as I'm born to be phenomenal, unstoppable, unpoppable thought bubbles, untoppable thoughts, fucking juggernaut that will stomp you in the verse. Obstacles I'm drawn to M, when the going got rough show M what I done thought that was the worst. Little sissy, who the fuck taught you how to persevere? There ain't no situation that you ever had to respond to that verse. The messiest thing you've ever gone through is your purse. I don't try like Captain, I might as well hang it up like a shelf. Gotta keep growing with it, evolve cause you can keep throwing shit at the wall, but you're gonna find that nothing's gonna stick until you apply yourself. Time to slip in that zone till I find myself inside the realm where the unknown and boldly go, in the waters where nobody else has gone before or willing to go. Uncharted, feeling is so bomb, I'm feeling myself, I'm a giant. Sometimes I got to remind myself that I am phenomenal. Let me self-empower you when you're down and they're trying to clown the fuck out of you. When you feel like you're running out of fuel, I'll show you how to use doubt as fuel, convert it to gunpowder too. Now what you do is put the match to the charcoal fluid, put a spark to it like Martha Stewart barbecuing, toss through it, feel like you want to hit that wall, then do it, punch through it, just cock back, put your all into it. Now you going to take that rage and make that what you raise. Never take back what you say. If you stay trapped in your brain, engage in this fuel cage match, ready to scrap ASAP. Take your fists in his bones, show Biggie who's smallest. You're Christopher Wallace. Yeah, I picture em all as plastic and foam, lays flat where you put your dinner plates at and set it off like a placemat. I am phenomenal and I want you to say that. Step into the unknown and find yourself. You're floating freely, no emotion, got a fucking mouth with no shut up valve, can't even cut the power to it when it's what allowed me to come up out from under the fucking ground cause I worked my butt off. now. It's a subject I don't know how to shut up about cause I stuck it out like a motherfucking tongue to tie. I responded when I got shoved around, you're going to have down believers but when you're beyond belief, you probably shouldn't wonder how. Get it how you live but are you prepared to give more than you get and put in twice what you get back from this shit? Though what you sacrifice barely is half. Never give. Rap is my shit but it's like my shield at the same time I wield. Cause in my mind I'm a fighter, my heart's a lighter, my soul is the fluid, my flow sparks it right up. Arsenic writer, author with arthritis, carpal tunnel, Marshall will start shititis, hard-headed and hot-headed, bull-headed and pig-headed, dick-headed, a prick, a big headache, I'm sick, quick-witted, for every lyric spitted there are 6 critics who wait for me to slip with it so quick this dynamite stick buried the wick, it's going to explode any minute, some lunatic lit it and it's not Nelly, do not tell me to stop yelling, when I stop selling I quit so stop dwelling and I am not failing, you fuckers are not ready cause I got a pain so deep it bellows but these cellos help just to keep me mellow, emotion just flows over, these cold shoulders are both frozen, you don't know me I keep saying it, I can't stress it enough so keep playing it and stand next to the subs, I choke MCs like I'm a basket case and I master this rap shit till my ass gets wasted, till my assassination, till I'm slain, cause of some fags, infatuation, 44 mags, a fascination, a taste for disaster and if that's the case then, my pen and paper cause a chain reaction, to get your brain relaxing, a zany acting maniac in action, a brainiac in fact son, you mainly lack attraction, you look insanely whack when just a fraction of my tracks run, my rhyming skills got you climbing hills, I travel through your mind into your spine like siren drills, I'm sliming grills of roaches with sprayed on disinfectants, twist the necks of rappers till their spinal column disconnects, put this in your decks and check the monologue, turn your system up, twist them up and indulge in the marijuana smoke, this is the season for noise pollution contamination, examination of more cartoons than animation, my lamination of narration, hits a snare and bass in a track fucked up rapper interrogation, when I declare invasion, there ain't no time to be staring gazing, I turn the stage into a barren wasteland, I'm infinite, on this mic, I bust it, I let the beat commence, I can beat the sense in your elite defense, I got some meat to mince, a crew to stomp and 2 feet to rinse, I greet the gents and ladies, I spoil loyal fans, I foil your plans and leave fluids leaking like oil pans, my coil hands around this microphone are lethal, one thought in my cerebral is deeper than a jeep full of people, MCs are feeble, I came to cause some pandemonium, battle a band of phony MCs and stand a lonely one, imitator, intimidator, stimulator, simulator of data, eliminator, there's never been a greater since the burial of Jesus, fuck around and catch all the venereal diseases, my thesis will smash a stereo to pieces, my acapella releases classic masterpieces through telekinesis and eases you mentally, gently, sentimentally, instrumentally, with entity, dementally meant to be infinite, if you want to go against me then I'll unleash this beast and start killing you MCs, lyrically it ain't even fun for me anymore, fuck hip hop when you going to see me to hopsin, from one to another like I'm too darn dangerous for you boy you don't got no rhyme or reason and there won't be no time to finish you going to need it to run, yelling oh no hip hop is in a state of 911 and nothing can stop it and nothing can change it, you better just make new living arrangements, if you think you're at the top and king of the castle you're about to get thrown off the throne and ripped a new asshole, now everybody's asking, who can catch lightning in the bottle, set fire to water coming out the nozzle on the fire hose, smash an hourglass, grab the sand, take his hands and show them, spin around to freeze the clock, take the hands of time and stop them, saying this song isn't for you, it's for me, a true MC it's what it do just to see if he still has it and if his skills mastered, he's able to spill raps long after his killed, that's a real MC got you feeling me, whether willing or unwillingly you still agree, as long as there's still this hunger and will in me, then expect a longer life expectancy, I'd be a savage beast if I ain't have this outlet to salvage me inside, I'd be exploding soaked in self-loathing and mourning so I'm warning you, don't coax me it's silly, I'm really a sheep in wolf's clothing who only reacts when he gets pushed, don't be fooled the press flows up this whole thing, it's stupid they don't know cause they don't see that I'm wounded, all they did was ballooned it, I'm sick of talking about these tattoos cartoon did that's why I tuned it out, I'm sick of duking and they can suck my dick while I'm cooking, and you too, you can expect no sympathy from me, I'm an MC this is how I'm supposed to be cold as AG, my heart's frozen it don't even beat so expect no apologies.